Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the brand Jesus Del Pozo. Jesus Del Pozo is a Spanish designer brand from Spain, from Madrid, and they've been around for more than 40 years in terms of their design, in terms of clothing. But in terms of perfumes, they started to venture into perfumes around 1990s, early 1990s, and they have quite a few perfumes in their lineup, not as extensive. They have altogether around 30 perfumes, both for ladies and men, and I unboxed and reviewed at least few of their fragrances before, and for the price they are very impressive. So this one in particular is from the line called the Night line, and this one is Jesus Del Pozo Noble Musk Night, EDP 100ml. United Kingdom, it retails for £85, but you can find it discounted if you do your research. Google it if it comes up in your area and how much it goes for. I paid around £30 for this beauty, and for that price, absolutely amazing. Very, very well done perfume. In terms of presentation, excellent. You know, the bottle and the box looks luxury, it looks good, it looks much more expensive than £85 for such a beautiful presentation. If you go to big names, you know who they are, you have to pay 3 to 4 times this price to get presentation like this. Okay, so presentation, they very, very good, especially for a price, especially around £30, and then that is a bargain. Very heavy bottle, beautiful design to it. The cap is good, it's very heavy. The atomizer is very, very good. It looks luxury, it feels luxury, and also the box is very, very nice. Attention to detail is everywhere, plus it's very, very nice in the eye and the hand as well. So in terms of presentation, excellent. In terms of longevity, I'm very happy to report that this is a very, very good performer. On my skin, went easily over 8 hours. On t-shirt goes easily over 10 hours. So it's a very good performer, but it's not a beast mode. It's almost there, but it's not there. So very, very good performer, especially for a price again. And this is a very, very again, well done perfume and performance wise. In terms of projection, I had an arm length of projection for around 2 hours or so, and after that slowly subside. But you always have a big bubble, big cloud, and a big trail behind you, so it's a very good performer in that term as well. So quite a loud perfume. It's not super loud, but it is loud enough for this kind of perfume. So again, very, very good performer in terms of projection. Age wise, I would say 25 and up to be in the safe side. The reason is because although the DNA in here is quite friendly overall, but it's got some aspect of it which is making it a little bit on the mature side, and those are the spices in here. The spices are quite sophisticated and complex, so it makes it a little bit on the mature side. Although if you like DNA of Creed Aventis, but you want a little bit different, there is some similarities in here, around 50% similarity to Creed Aventis, but they made it their own signature scent, their own DNA, which is very, very nice in here. Season wise, this is all year round. You can use it in summer, into winter. The only thing is, if it's a very, very high heat, it could be a little bit underclowing. So I would say all year round, control the trigger. Less in summer, more in winter. In the middle of summer, I wore it twice, and each time I put 10 sprays of it, and that was ample enough for me to smell it all day. And the next day when I woke up, I could still smell it. So it is quite a good performer. Occasion, this is very opulent, so it's very good for going out, special occasion, evening, formal occasion, close encounter, going out, meeting people, greeting people, going to clubbing. Very, very good for clubbing, this one. Although if you want to go to a club, you need to go a little bit heavy on the trigger, maybe go up to 15 sprays of it. and that would be a very, very beautiful clubbing fragrance and perfume. Gender wise, bang in the middle, unisex, although it leans a little bit on the masculine side, but not too much. So it is unisex to my nose. Anybody, ladies and men, can wear it easily. So let's go to the smell of this perfume. As I mentioned earlier, this one has got some similarity to Creed Aventus, the original, but, and also to some extent, lesser extent, some similarity to Creed Aventus Absolute, but again lesser than the Creed Aventus itself. I would say around 50% of DNA this perfume reminds me of Creed Aventus, maybe around 30% or 40% it reminds me of Creed Aventus Absolute. So there are some similarities between this one and those two, but this one came out many years ago, so they're not copying anybody here, although they might have got some inspiration from Creed Aventus. But I'm telling you, when you smell it, although is a hint of Creed Aventus in here, it's nothing like it 100% or copy or one-to-one to it. So it opens up with beautiful fruity, it's amalgamation of fruits in here. We got apple, we got citruses, we got berries in here, we got blackcurrant in here, and that is very juicy. When it opens up, it's super juicy. Hint of darkness in here, not too much. Overall, I classify this perfume semi-fresh maybe to semi-dark. Okay, so semi-fresh to semi-dark. There's some little bit of incensey feel to it overall, which I'm not sure where does that come from because it's not mentioned in the note breakdown, but I'm getting a little bit of incensey feel to it as well, and that incensey feel giving it a little bit of smokiness, little bit of darkness, not too much. The birch in here is quite strong, but it is not a variety of going to become very smoky in here. The smoke in here in the beginning almost non-smoky, but later on gets a little bit smokier. But again, overall this is not a smoky batch of Creed Aventus or whatever you want to say. So hint of smokiness in here, but not too much. Very minimalistic in here, but a hint of darkness coming from a little bit of incense, and also a little bit of stone fruity aspect to this perfume, which again they're not mentioning in here. I'm getting a hint of plum in here, and that giving it a little bit of darkness in terms of fruitiness, but again not too much. It's not, overall this perfume is not a dark perfume. I would say from 0 to 10, 10 being the darkest, that is Ancre Noir by Lalique. This is around 4 to 5, so it is a moderate darkness, not too much. Sweetness in here, again from 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest. This is around 6 to 7 in the beginning. When it opens up quite sweet with those amalgamation of the fruits, and also the vanilla and tonka bean together here, giving it that sweetness. Later on it subsides a hint, maybe a point or two, but it still stays there till end of this perfume, end of life of this perfume. So I would say overall this is on the moderate side of sweetness as well. So the spices on here are quite deep spicy, so this makes it a little bit different from Creed Aventus, and those are cinnamon, nutmeg, and also, as I said, a little bit of incense in here. Overall this one, and also the black pepper. The black pepper, the first half-life of this fragrance, the black pepper is quite apparent as well. That black pepper plus these spices plus those fruits in the first hour or two, we're given a beautiful amalgamation of this fruity, spicy, and little bit of earthiness, little bit of darkness, little bit of smokiness. Beautiful, gorgeous fragrance. But don't forget, for me, for my taste, for my age, for my experience, this is a very beautiful perfume. The reason is I'm partial to Creed Aventus DNA anyway, so you need to imagine it, you need to remember these things. So in the mid, this one is dominated by florals. I'm smelling jasmine, lily of the valley, and also a little bit of rose in here. But overall, this is not a floral perfume per se. You can feel them, but they are mainly in the background, and that is the beauty of this perfume. It's very well done, very well put together, very well constructed, very well blended, and the people who put this perfume together, they are very knowledgeable, and they have a very good understanding of perfumery, because in here they done a fantastic job. The base is dominated by few players. Musk is one of them, tonka bean is another one, amber, cedar, sandalwood, and also vanilla. So these heavy hitters are very apparent in the base, and they make this perfume quite grounded, quite deep, quite dense, quite sophisticated, and also very complex. Overall, this perfume is more complex than Creed Aventus and more complex than Creed Aventus Absolute, which is again for the price absolutely amazing. Both Creed Aventus and Creed Aventus Absolute are £300 plus, and here you're getting £85 retail, but if you do your research you can find it discounted almost not everywhere but some places. Okay, so do your research and see if you can find it for a very good price. If you find it for a very good price, absolutely yes, this is a gorgeous perfume. So the musk in here from beginning to end, always the musk is there, and it's quite musky, but it is not overpowering, and also it is very clean musk. Tonka bean and the vanilla in here giving it that sweetness, plus the little bit of that grounded earthiness, plus little bit of nutty feel to it overall, and a hint of darkness as well. The amber in here is quite deep and dense and resinous amber, so you need to like this kind of amber to enjoy this, especially the dry down. The amber gets a little bit thicker and sweeter, and also sorry, not sweeter, a little bit thicker and gooier and more resinous. Overall, I give this perfume 10 out of 10 for that beautiful opening, gorgeous. The dry down is very good as well, but the opening of this perfume for the first hour or so, or maybe 2 hours, unbelievably gorgeous. It's just perfection in a bottle. Better than Creed Aventus, better than Creed Aventus Absolute in my opinion, especially for a price. Obviously those two, you know, I'm comparing it because of the prices. Okay, those are £300 plus. This one is under £85. Sometimes I paid around £30 for it. For that price, this is much better than those two in any way or shape. Presentation was, in terms of smell, in terms of longevity, in terms of performance, in terms of perfumery, ingredients, everything about it shouts quality. So if you like what I described, mamma mia, this is a gorgeous fragrance, especially for the price I paid for it. So when it opens up, so this is the summary of what I get from this beautiful perfume. Overall, very fruity, especially the first 2 hours of this perfume is super fruity, but the fruitiness in here, let's go on the darkness, and also is amalgamation of many fruits like apple, blackcurrant, berries, and also some citruses in here. Spices are the second biggest player, especially in the beginning, and those are cinnamon, nutmeg, and also black pepper. The mixture of these three making it beautiful, and a hint of matureness because of these three. Base is quite woody, a combination of cedar, sandalwood, and little bit of birch, but it never goes too birchy or too smoky, so it is on the moderate side in terms of birchiness. But the woods are very clean in here again. Amber, very gooey, very sticky, very deep, very dense amber, and a little bit of darkness as well. Fresh spiciness, mainly coming from that pepper, and also overall this beautiful, it's like amalgamation of spices, which is mesmerizingly gorgeous. Cinnamon is one of the biggest player in terms of the spices. Hint of powderiness and hint of dustiness and a hint of smokiness in here, not too much, very minimalistic. Quite fresh overall. As I said, I classify this perfume as semi-fresh to semi-dark, especially the beginning is semi-fresh, but later on gets a little bit of semi-dark to it as well. And the musk in here is very clean overall, giving it a little bit of muskiness. And also don't forget the incense feeling I'm getting from this perfume, giving a hint of that incensey feeling and a little bit of darkness plus a little bit of smokiness. So overall, quite a complex and sophisticated and multifaceted perfume. I don't know how they managed to do that for that price, plus for us consumers is very good. I'm super happy to have it in my collection. I'm ecstatic about it. I wore it for the last 2 days. Beautiful, gorgeous fragrance. I cannot recommend it highly enough. So if you like the description, if you like some similarity to the Creed Aventus, but you don't want to be Creed Aventus, if you want to be different, this is absolutely different. And also some similarity to Creed Aventus Absolute, but again around 30%, 40% similarity to that one, and this one came many years ago. So Creative Absolute came out last year or 2 years ago. So who's copying who in here? Anyway, so recommended highly for everything. Presentation beautiful, price ratio for what you get on what I paid, absolutely amazing. Performance very, very good in terms of smell, perfumery, and ingredients, very, very good. Nothing here to say negative about at all. So highly, highly recommend it. And if you are a fan of what I explained, you cannot go wrong with this perfume. Absolutely, yes, yes, yes. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they are hidden gems, and this beauty is definitely a hidden gem. I don't know why nobody talks about this line of perfume from the house of Jesus Del Pozo. I'm going to get more of this line, definitely. I am just I was so surprised with how good this one is. So if you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very, very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link, but you need to live in United Kingdom in order to do so. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, so they are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in United Kingdom. I'll leave them in the link. They are ultra beast mode, 100% natural, amazing value for money. They smell great. They are very unique and very, very sophisticated, and they are like time capsule. They take you to different places, different times. And I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of. That makes them super bold and big and huge, and in terms of personality, very, very big. Okay guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your support and love, and I will see you later. Bye bye bye.